Alright, people, just like I promised you, welcome back to part 2 to another episode. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about something else on this topic. We are going to talk about people taking your presence for granted. Oh, yeah. But also, I want you to stay tuned at the very end. I'm not going to hold you up for long, but just give me about 14 or 15 minutes of your time. That's all I ask for. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. They took your presence for granted, and now they are paying the price. Whatever it was, or whoever it was, a job, relationship, friendship, or for most of you, even the people in your hometown, the community you had came from, all of them paying the price for taking advantage of you, not giving you your full props, as y'all call it, giving you your flowers. People are always on the way to the last minute when you're no longer there. Even relationships. When you pack your bags and leave, then that's when the ex-partner all of a sudden want to say they love you and this and that. They'll never mess up again. But they always do that when you put your foot down and when you exit. Let me tell y'all something. People that like to take your presence for granted only doing it because that you could sit around and just take their foolishness, mess around and take their crap for the rest of your life. But when you do a silent cut off, that's your biggest revenge ever. Silent cut offs. When they don't even know what's about to come next, that's when it really gonna sting. Because a lot of you had to put up with this. A lot of you try to make things work. But one day you said enough was enough. And you had to leave. And the day when you left, like I said, it could be a relationship, friendship, a job, your hometown, whatever it relates to you. The day when you left, they felt it. They felt your absence. And now, they going crazy. Because they not just imagine. Or that's not realizing. Oh, he won't play and she won't playing. They had this little sick mind thought that you're going to sit up there and just take it. But no. Good people get fed up too now. And when you got fed up, they expected you to fight, cuss, have a fist fight with them. No. You did things your way, the smart way. Leaving silently. And that's what really crushed them. For some of you, it could have been a job. The day when you turn your 2-week notice in and went somewhere else or started your own business, it crushed them. When you left your hometown, it crushed them. They never expected you to become successful and leave. Unlike them, staying in the same community since God knows when. But when you left and started doing things for yourself, they ain't like that. They did not like it one bit. These people that take your presence for granted, they don't like to see you happy. They want to see you miserable as them. Why y'all think they say misery loves company? They want you miserable as they are. But you said, nope, hell is no. Hell no. You left. You exit the building. And now it's haunting them. Your absence is really haunting these people. Now they talk about you every single day. Well, you won't know. Because you don't care. Because you moved on. But I guarantee you, they're sitting around here wishing they should have treated you better. That is a very important lesson. Be careful how you treat people. Because see, when they did that to you, they had no idea, no clue, not even the Blues Clues. They had no idea. They had no clue that you was on your way to leave. They really thought you were going to sit up there and just listen to the shenanigans. Listen to their BS. No. No. It don't work like that. Relationships. They did not know what you had. They did not know what they had until they were no longer there. For all my ladies, you treated that big-headed buffoon, or I'm going to give him a name. You treated Craig like he was the king of the world. And what did you get? Disappointments, headaches, stress. You got tired of them. So what did you do? Pack your bags and you left. And now he going around to the other people that you did such and such. But quite frankly, you was the one that was holding it down. He didn't even help you. He didn't even appreciate you, ladies. But when you left, now all of a sudden, he wants you back. All of a sudden, he blowing up your phone. Now all of a sudden, he can't breathe without you. Well, tell him this. Tell him to get that asthma pump and pump up his chest. Because when you were there, he wasn't saying all that. But now you're no longer there. Now all of a sudden, his chest hurt. He can't breathe. He crying at night. Talking about he can't sleep, he can't eat, he can't function. Oh well. Same thing with you too, fellas. She tried to use you. Try to drain your pockets out. You treated her like she was a queen. And what did you get? The same thing. Heartaches, stress. You tried everything to make it work with this woman. You built the table and she tried to take everything off the table that you had built. And you weren't going to have it. So guess what you did? You left. And now she crying at night time out. She can't find another you and nobody else. But quite frankly, she can't. See, ladies and gentlemen, what you gotta understand is they're gonna try to find somebody else. They're gonna pretend like they are you. But it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Because it's only one you. Like Beyonce told you, you are irreplaceable. And people are finding out real soon that you cannot be replaced. Especially when you got a good heart, good character. But relationship-wise, They ain't never gonna find another good lover like you ever again. Friendship-wise, you probably had a lot of people turned on you because they got jealous, became envious. But now, they ain't gonna never find another real friend like you ever again. They fumble their blessing by being dumb and stupid. That job that you left, they ain't never gonna find another good co-worker like you ever again. If it's time for you to leave, they kept mistreating you. So what you did, left on the hush, which means you did it silently. Like your hometown, you left silently. Cause ain't nobody wasn't doing what you were doing. So like an eagle, you had to spread your wings and fly. You could not be around that toxic environment anymore. Because when you think big, you can't be around people that got small mindsets. That's not going to work. But how much you want to bet? These people will remember you for a long time by the way they treated you. But they ain't nothing but their guilty conscience eating them up. Because if you don't move on to bigger and better things, that's one way to teach people a lesson. Give them your absence. Don't fight. Don't argue. Don't cuss. Don't even cuss them out. Because that's what they want you to do. Give them your absence. Throw up the deuces and say, I'll holler. Don't even tell them goodbye. Just leave. Don't even look back. Just leave. Like a rocket. Get ready to take off on them. But people don't know what they got until it's no longer there. They'll know how royalty you are until you're no longer there. Then you're going to be sent somewhere crying, pleading, begging for mercy, all because you had left. But when you were there, they overlooked you. But that's all right, because now you went from overlook to being overbooked. And then they go around telling other people, oh, I used to date him, I used to date her, this and that. Yeah, keyword, used to. People always want to take you for a joke. But now, they being laughed at, because now they are the joke. See, they had a diamond, but they threw it away for a rock. They thought the grass was greener on the other side, but they found out the hard way. You can't treat everybody like pure crap and expect to live happily ever after. It doesn't work like that. Never. See, back then they were laughing because they thought you were going to sit around and just take it. But when you put your foot down, set boundaries, they ain't like that. And guess what else they ain't like? When you had left, and that really messed them up, big time. But all I got to say is, they find out the hard way. Never, and I mean never, try to mess up on a good person. Because that's what they try to do to you until you left. When you walked out that door and you didn't, you didn't look back. Because they thought you going to sit up here and argue, kiss their behinds. But no, you showed them better what you can tell them. And that right there had really pissed them off and got them in their feelings. But they'll be alright, because guess what? Now that you're no longer there, you may not be there, but you're living rent-free in their head. And that's the cost of them paying the price for mistreating you. But like the commercial, you in good hands. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video. God bless you all. Y'all be safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later. Thank you for the support. Peace.